Today we have this endgame submitted by Chess Tiger, so thank you very much for that. And it is quite an unusual puzzle because we are actually up a pawn. It's very rare that we are up material. The thing is, we're not going to be up material for long, because both the knight and the pawn are under attack. The knight is the piece that is defending the pawn. If we tried to defend the knight, then the black king is gonna start advancing, and at some point black is probably going to win back their pawn, and there is no way for us to win this as white, with best play by black, that is. So let's go back to the starting position and see, apart from defending passively, what else is there. I always encourage you guys to look for checks, and there is actually a check that looks very tempting here. After knight f6, black has to be careful. If they step onto c6, we are going to give a check with the rook here, and suddenly that king can no longer hold on to the bishop on d5. It has to step forward, and here white is completely winning. Not only is it an extra piece, but it's a first mate in under 10 moves, with this king being terribly placed now. So after knight f6, the only move for black is to go to e6 to defend the bishop, and here rook e8 is very tempting to once again remove the defender of the bishop, but the problem is that the king now steps to f7, and we're not in time to take the bishop, as our rook would be hanging. So this position here after king f7, once again the computer says it's only about equal after a move like rook d8 or king e3 also works, and gives equality everywhere. So knight f6, tempting but not winning. So we have ruled out rook h4, we have ruled out knight f6. There is another interesting knight jump. It is a double attack, and it is the winning move, but we have to figure out why in advance. Knight e3, hitting both the rook and the bishop. The rook cannot defend the bishop, so it will take here on f2, but now after king e1, the rook is under attack. It cannot protect the bishop, and we're going to simply pick up the bishop on d5. No matter where the rook goes, the bishop is falling, and with this, white has an extra piece and the winning position. So very well done.